Season 5 has just arrived, which means we have more battle scenarios coming into the game. However, despite the interesting buffs and nerfs, the top 10 weapons list remains the same. Plus, the meta has been quite dry like my humor for a year or two by now. And since this season's top 10 weapons has almost no difference compared to the previous season, I'll briefly go through the weapons and provide sufficient explanation for each weapon. First up, we have the UL736 at number 10. This is the best passive LMG currently thanks to its range profile. From the stats, we can see that the UL736 can achieve 3-shot kill up until 41.6 meters. Within that range, most weapons can't even kill as fast, making this LMG pretty dominant at range. Along with its easy recoil and large max size, it definitely has solidified its role as a passive LMG. However, because of its low fire rate, it is important to maintain decent accuracy when using this LMG. For the number 9, we have the Glock 556 and the PDW57. As I mentioned before in the previous season, both of these weapons are good at everything just not dominant at anything. Both of these weapons are easy to use thanks to its easy recoil, large max size and great fire rate. Looking at the Glock's time to kill, it's safe to say it's pretty good all around. However, there is one thing I want to credit this AR for. Surprisingly enough, the Glock can perform on par with the DRH at range. And the fact that the Glock can perform competitively in almost any scenarios, it is definitely a worthy weapon to use, especially for beginners. The PDW on the other hand is basically an SMG version for the Glock 556. For the most part, the PDW is quite similar to the Glock except for one slight difference, and that is its recoil. Its recoil is a little shaky compared to the Glock, but it is still quite manageable. So if you prefer this over the Glock, feel free to use any of these gunsmith builds. Next, we have the Type 19 at the number 8 spot. There's really nothing much to say about this weapon apart from this being the better version of the Glock 556. The Type 19 has faster ADS movement speed and it also has a 3-shot kill potential. Thanks to its high headshot damage, you can achieve the 3-shot kill within the first range, taking down an enemy with its 160 milliseconds potential time to kill. I do also want to mention, because of its headshot damage, the Type 19 performs slightly better at range. For example, the Type 19 can 4-shot kill more consistently up until 43.8 meters, something that the Glock 556 otherwise cannot achieve. With that, this may become the only weapon you need because of how versatile it is. For the number 7 spot, we have the CX9. This was the best SMG before the QXR got buffed, but it is still rather strong. It shoots, kills and moves fast, which is obviously important as its role as an aggressive SMG. However, it comes with a cost of disadvantages. For starters, the CX9 is only effective up until 22.8 meters, and anything beyond that range would render this weapon useless. Apart from that, the CX9 has high recoil, which makes it a little difficult for some players to use. If you don't have any problem with the recoil though, you can use the first two builds. Otherwise, it is recommended to use a grip to help you use the gun more easier. Now there are weapons that you can use like the QQ9, Switchblade X9 and the Fennec that perform similar. However, the CX9 is still a better option when it comes to the aggressive SMG role. Next, we have the QXR taking the number 6 spot. Thanks to its buff from 2 or 3 seasons ago, it has claimed its throne of being the best SMG in the game. One of many reasons why is due to the fact that it can kill as fast as the HVK but more consistently, and that is as long as you don't shoot the legs. The QXR can also challenge mid-range gunfights while surprisingly being competitive with something like the DRH or the EM2. The only downside this weapon might have is its high recoil, but it can be mastered through practice. Regardless, I'd still say the QXR is a must-have in your loadouts. Whoa, a duck, why are you in my video? Oh, you have a wisdom? Come closer? Okay. Oh, really? Well, you heard that from the duck, not me dear viewer, so how about you scroll down and click on the subscribe button. I make you happy with more useful content and you make me happy by being an amazing subscriber. Thank you so much and we'll move on to the next weapon. Bro, this is so cringe I can't. For the number 5 spot, we have the SKS. This weapon has been in the meta since 235 BC now, and that is thanks to its consistent 2-shot kill capability at any range. However, in order to dominate ranked lobbies with this weapon, you will need very good aim. I recommend giving SKS a shot. In the number 4 spot, we have the EM2. Now EM2 and the DRH are quite similar, although EM2 is slightly worse. However, there is one minor advantage that the EM2 has over the DRH, which is the 2 headshot kill potential within the first range. Despite its 2 headshot kill potential, its low fire rate renders it unreliable unlike the HVK. The EM2 also loses to the DRH in longer ranges due to its lower consistent time to kill. Otherwise, the EM2 is a very solid option. If you have trouble using the iron sight, you can use a red dot like this. It's time for the top 3 and we're starting off with the DRH in 3rd place. Thanks to its stats, decent aim and good crosshair placement is all it takes to dominate ranked matches with it. It has sufficient maxes for a slightly slower firing weapon, good accuracy and overall good movement speed. It has low recoil as well, making the DRH very easy to beam at range. And of course, avoid shooting the legs as much as possible. And thanks to its near perfect stats, the DRH is quite flexible and versatile, making this a top tier weapon at any given scenarios. Now for the last 2 weapons, it may come down to how good you are, but ultimately the HVK comes out in 2nd place. If you have good aim, the HVK becomes beyond broken due to how insanely fast it kills. Thanks to its high headshot damage, the HVK granted itself with 2 insane advantages. The first is HVK's 2 headshot kill potential up until 28.8 meters. That allows you to take down any enemy with merely 90.7 milliseconds time to kill. And that is the fastest time to kill that any full auto weapon can achieve. Second, at any range, you can drastically increase the time to kill with just 1 headshot. However, since you have to use the large caliber mag on the HVK, its bullets are quite limited in each mag, so be mindful of your accuracy. And the number 1 gun in Season 5 is the MG42. First of all, it has insanely consistent and fast time to kill at all ranges. And on top of that, its recoil is super easy to control. Its fire is also insanely fast since this is the fastest firing LMG after all. If you have played against players using this weapon, which I'm sure you have, you will know how annoying it is to go against them. Seriously, a rookie rank player could just boost their own rank until they are top 5k leaderboard player by just camping with this monstrosity. So if you're one of the OG players who's been playing and learning the game for a few years, anyway, you can use this optimal build to test out how insanely broken it is. So, what do you think about this top 10 list? Have I missed out any weapons? What do you think about my second attempt to voiceover? You can let me know in the comments below. Once again, if you have enjoyed watching the video as much as me making it, please consider subscribing as it helps me out a lot. I have more videos like this as well, just click any of this and I'll see you there.